Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel at Mercy Sungul. So today we are here with my fellow classmates. We are going to talk about the struggles of students specific Rongo University, or maybe that cuts all the countrywide universities in Kenya. So the topic which we'll be focusing on is the academic pressure, the cost of education, mental health and well-being, and the sense of belonging. As we all know that most of the students are facing some challenges either from within or the surrounding. So before we start, let every and each person introduce themselves.
Okay, my name is Jay Shepkeroy, a student from Rongo University, pursuing Bachelor of Education Science in Physics Chemistry.
I'm Blackman from Rongo University.
Dennis again, I'm a teacher boy from Rongo University. Kadia.
Wenga Matthew from Rongo University.
So guys, as we all know that most of the university students, or I can say college and university students, face some struggles according to how majority are behaving, or according to their lifestyle. Majority are straining or having some struggles in their life here at campus. So here we do have our guests, and we want them to tell us more about the struggles, starting from the cost of education to academic pressure, social life, and mental health and well-being. So maybe you can start from our first guest, Leo first.
Thank you very much for that chance once again to comment on the same. From the research in all the campuses, not only in Rongo University, this is the crisis nowadays, whereby you find that the cost of education is coming to be something difficult in different people. As you know that we don't come from the same backgrounds. This is one of the challenges that we face. Mostly when you come that when you realize that the government is organizing things like help, they have organized in terms of bands, and in one case you may find that the student is in a certain band which maybe he or she doesn't deserve. So this happens to be a biggest challenge, that you cannot raise the same amount of maybe the fee which is structured by the university or the government, and this makes students end up maybe dropping out of school. Maybe if you can urge the government to consider all the students under the same, and do some research in their background, so that to ensure that we have the equality in terms of education. Yeah, that is what I can say for now.
Okay, adding on that which you have already said, what could be your remedy to that?
Now, in the remedy section, I can say that maybe without depending much on the government, as well, you can engage in different money earning sites. For example, we have sites whereby you can maybe do online writing. You can do even content creation. This is another part of maybe earning the money. People are earning, especially when you're doing some contents here and there. So you find that if you don't have a class, you can do something else which can benefit you in terms of maybe getting money. And also you can do some small businesses.
Yeah.
Imagine having a cyber, maybe, okay, leave about the cyber, have just only 500, then start a sweet selling project. That's a nice project whereby mwanafunzi unaweza toka tu kwa nyumba, umepepa switi zako, ukifika class unauza tu hata kidogo, na hapo ndo umepata hela. Naam.
Okay, thank you. So next we go to Joy. Next on stage is our only lady we have here today, that is Joy.
Okay, thank you so much, Mercy, for this chance. I'm going to talk about the living expenses. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the the high prices of data when one wants to join the class, maybe an online class. You find that the expenses of the internet expenses are much higher, so it kind of challenge the students, and it leads to high cost of living. Another one is the high cost of the hostels. You find that majority of the hostels here are so much expensive. You can't find a hostel which you can rent for a month. Most of the hostels you rent for maybe 4 months and above, so it's kind of challenging also to do the students. Another one is food expenses. You find that most of the foods that the students consume, for example sukuma wiki, you can't find the sukuma that costs below 10 shillings. Most of the most of the food, for example that sukuma wiki costs 20 shillings and above. I think that's all.
Building on what Joy just said, I can say that all that cost of living is attributed to the high inflation by the government. Right now, at this moment, we have high revenue charges, which leads to people raising the food prices, which maybe sometimes back you could get at 5 shillings. Now it's double the price, which is 10 shillings. Yeah, so that's it. Next on stage is Milton.
Okay, thank you, Mercy. I want to talk on mental health
Okay.
and social and well-being. Yeah. Yeah, in campus. Let me start by how people are viewing campus students from the society. The society members are viewing campus students as men who are pretending to be in education system where they are doing so many things, but it is not so. So it is affecting the mental health of the campus students, where the view the society is making upon them is not right. So they are developing that intrinsic character, and that is what is shaping them to now be what they are in campus. Another thing on mental health in campus life, the campus life is so much demanding, even in terms of relating to each other. And now this issue of relationship is consuming so many lives, and many things are happening revolving around a person's life, affecting his mental capabilities. You find a person is relating to so many people to the point he can't focus with his or her studies in school, and this issue inamkula mind. And now to the boy child, where the boy child has been amefinywa in campus life. Like a scenario, there was a lady who just forged a story of raping, and with immediate effect the boy child alikuwa arrested, and in the real sense it was a scam. So there is a lot of rejection to the boy child in campus, and favoritism to the girl child. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Milton. So next we have Teacher Boy.
Okay, thank you. This is Teacher Boy. Let me talk about the matter on table now. Let me start with this academic pressures,
Yeah.
and maybe tuition.
Yeah, tuition, academic pressure. We have social life,
Okay.
mental
Social life.
health and well-being, and we have educational cost.
Education, exactly, educational cost. So in campus, okay, but then there are a lot of challenges. Specifically at Rongo University, we face a lot of problems, by the way, from the administration that I'd like to address. Like in this campus, there's this issue of abrupt fee increment. But the way it has brought a lot of problems to students, because in such a case, most of the students comes from families who are struggling to meet the financial demands of maybe sustenance in the university. And if the administration posts just abrupt a sudden fee increment, that is really contradicting the initial information students had before. It is quite difficult to cope up with. It is quite difficult for students for us to manage this, because first in campus you have to ensure you are well accommodated. Like you have to seek for accommodation. And okay, so to deal with issue rent, how you want to feed in, how you want to manage your life in campus, like mix.
Next, we have Matthew Oenga.
So I want to start by adding to what my friend has said. On what my friend has said about the mental health. Mental health can be caused in several ways. But when measure one thing, the background. When you're under peer pressure, you find I'm living in a certain apartment, my friends are doing this, are doing that, because they are from a wealthy background, they have money, but for I'm from a humble background, where I don't have, my parents are really struggling. So meeting with the lifestyle of my friends becomes a friend. Now I'm mingling with my friends who are living a different lifestyle, which I cannot cope with because of my humble background. Just will find me having pressure, stressful, just thinking where will I think about money, where to get it from. But most of the time just thinking a lot, and this will affect my mental focus. Yeah. And another thing is adaptability to the school environment. The school environment, I think, after coming from high school, where I used to live a different lifestyle, now coming here with the beliefs which I used to know how to hear mom, the people talking about them. Now coming here different, now adapting. At home I used to depend on my parents, foods, everything. Now coming here being given being given at least 500 to cope with becomes a challenge, because maybe most of the time I don't know how to manage those money. I can use it within a day, and then I come broke.